What's up, Dank homies? Nero here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about my Life of Dank build. Now, out of curiosity, I decided to go ahead and use LifeOf Rio's favorite setup, which is the Zenistar with the Zarr and using Ash Prime. I didn't exactly look at his builds, I just kind of with whatever builds I suspected he would go with. Now, I'm sure that his is much better than mine, but this is just what I decided to go with. And as I was playing with it, I was like, I might as well just use Loki. So I decided to make my own setup, which is kind of like this one, except with Loki with all of his greatness. Now on Loki, I'm running my new gun laws build, and you can find more information on my builds on my how to build, how to use video on Loki Prime. And for this build, instead of irradiating disarm, which will make all the enemies fight each other, I'm using hushed invisibility. Even though I only have 90% duration and that will make me invisible for about 10 seconds, that doesn't matter. You don't really need to be invisible with Loki unless you just want an extra damage boost with the Zenistar. And this is the build that I was using on my Zarr on the survival run that I'm about to show you in a little bit. I do not 100% recommend this build. I do not think this build is the best in the world. If anything, I would look at LifeOf Rio's build on the Zarr because he's like known for this weapon. So, but this is just the one that I was running, just so I can show you guys what I had for the run that I'm about to show you. And this is the build that I was running on my Zenistar. I have it built for blast and corrosive, mainly for control reasons, where I will be stripping armor with the corrosive procs, and I'll also be using blast on everything to knock everything down on the ground, just so I can have some more crowd control besides my radial disarm. You can also find more information on this weapon in my how to build, how to use video on the Zenistar. Now here's a demonstration of me using the weapon in a MOT survival, which I took to about 92 minutes. One of the people I was playing with had to leave, and I probably could have gone for even longer if they didn't, but that's as far as I got. But as you can see, what I do with the build is I throw the Zenistar out to a choke point, and then I wait for the enemies to get onto that choke point. And they're not going to run onto that choke point all by themselves, so what I do is I use radial disarm to make sure that all the enemies don't have guns. So now they're going to be forced to either run to me or to run to one of my teammates that are on the choke. And being that I have both blast and corrosive on the Zenistar will be stripping armor, and it will also be knocking enemies down. Also, you should probably note that I shot an invisible dog, as you can see right in front of me there. And it detonated when I hit the dog with the Zenistar bomb. It will detonate when you hit your teammates, and that can also end up killing yourself in the process, so be careful about that as well. So then after you have the enemies down on the ground with your Zenistar, you will be able to shoot them with your Zarr, which is now modded with viral and blast, which will also further knock down any enemies that haven't been knocked down by your Zenistar, and it will also proc viral on them to half their health, and that will also allow the Zarr to do a lot more damage than it already does. Now let's say the enemies get up to level 200 like they did in this video. What you'll want to do is go invisible. Even though it only lasts for 10 seconds, just use the invisibility so that the Zenistar will actually do 8 times more damage than it already does. So the pros and cons of this build. So the pros, you'll be disarming all the enemies so that you and your team will basically never get shot, and that will increase your survivability. Unless the enemy is inside of a nullifier bubble, which can be an issue, which is a con. But another pro to this is that because you have the Zenistar, if the nullifier bubble decides to walk on top of the Zenistar, the bubble will pretty much get melted. Now another con to this build would be that the Zenistar does a lot of self damage, meaning that you can two-shot Loki pretty much. So if you end up going down, then the Zenistar will go down. That means the enemies won't be constantly knocked down. Then the enemies can probably get really overwhelming, and that can be really bad for you and your team, because maybe your team won't be able to res you unless they have like a Valkyrie or something that can res you because of the invincibility. Now for pros and cons about using Loki over Ash, well, pros would be that, well, the fact that Loki can take away all the guns and is a lot more helpful for your team. But one pro for using Ash would be that Ash has his passive, which will allow for you to do a lot more damage, because of the passive will add slash damage to all your weapons. Also, the augment mod for Ash's first ability will actually strip armor off of enemies that are in a distance, so that you don't have to rely on enemies to actually be standing on the Zenistar in order for their armor to be stripped. Also, I'd like to give a huge shout out to my son, LifeOf Rio. If you didn't know we were actually related, well, now you know. He is my child, which is why we have the quarrels that we do. He's not really my son, but if you took that seriously, there's something wrong with you. So anyway, big shout out to Life of Rio. The guy basically taught me everything I know about endurance and Warframe and lasting long in survival and things like that. And this is just an example of what I learned from what I can do from watching his videos. And I watched him from before I even made Warframe videos, so he's really good for beginning players as well. And I really admire his channel and like everything that he uploads. And man, let me go check up on what he's up to now.
I don't know what you want to call him, but it's MemeSageZ. The guy plays Loki. He's a Loki fanboy, but I want to tell you guys some insider secrets right now that you guys may not know. MemeSageZ also created a video dissing Ash, okay? But don't be fooled. Like, he's a part of the Loki fan club, and all he plays is Loki, disses me about Loki. But here's the thing. He plays Ash way more. Ash is one of his most used frames. So are you telling me that you're that fake of a person that you would throw Ash away just to be a Loki fan club associate? You're only getting 7.
Well, apparently he hates me now. What are the odds of that? In conclusion, I highly recommend this build for mobile defense missions as well as survival missions, because I've gotten pretty far in survival using this build. And once again, I learned this from Life of Rio, and definitely go ahead and check out the guy even though he hates me. But that's really all I have to say for today's video, and if you guys enjoyed today's video, go ahead and leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to become a part of the Dank Community family, then go ahead and do so, and I will see you guys later. And don't forget to put hashtag Team Loki in all of Life of Rio's videos. And peace!
Don't change, don't change, don't change, even though life ain't the same. They say don't change, don't change, don't change, life gon' make it happen anyway. I say don't change, don't change, don't change, even though life ain't the same. They say don't change, don't change, don't change, but no matter what you do, gonna happen anyway. Hit me up on message.